Hey everybody, Brian here. Just want to bring a quick video. Hopefully it's a quick video. Try to be a little quick today. I saw some good information on Facebook that I wanted to share with everyone because not everyone may be subscribed to, I'm going to break it out, Mishimoto. Mishimoto, I am subscribed to them, so I kind of see what they're doing when they post on Facebook. So recently I saw that they posted a couple of months ago, that they had a shop car in there and they've got this electronic equipment that scans the motor. They are a very R&D, research and development oriented company. They do a lot of testing, a lot of design, which I like about that. I like them for that aspect. And so they had a Q50 in there and they were going to digitally map the engine bay out, with this sensor that shoots out a laser, and we all know how that works, in 2021. But so they asked, post the question on Facebook, what should we make next for the Q50? They got a kick-ass oil catch can, which I have. They make a heat exchanger, which I opted to go with a PLM because I got a better discount on that. And so I would have loved to have gotten the Mishimoto and had, both those Mishimoto pieces, but I didn't. So here's what they're coming out with. I think it's really, really cool because they are primarily a heating and cooling, or a cooling company. They make a lot of radiators, high performance radiators, and a lot of front mount intercoolers. I mean, that's their bread and butter. So I was like, man, when they posed the question, what should we make next for the Q50? Kind of like just trying to get some inspiration from outside people, maybe that have the car like myself. And I was thinking, man, what's really cool, since y'all are a cooling company and y'all try to improve the performance of cars through cooling and cooling capacity, I was like, man, why don't y'all make some dual pass or triple pass intercoolers? If you may not know, or most may know, this car has a heat exchanger and 2 intercoolers on top of the motor. So they absorb a lot of heat from the heat rises from the engine, on a hot day, 200 to 240, temp under the hood, or maybe 300, temp under the hood at some point. Those little aluminum intercoolers, they're soaking up a ton of heat, and they don't work very well. As we know, Infiniti, or if you have these cars and you're tuned and you data log, you'll know that Infiniti did not do us a big favor and give us a really good heat exchanger. And obviously, I mean, it's my opinion, but the intercoolers are probably just as inferior, I want to say, as the heat exchanger. I mean, they work, but they don't work well. So I was like, yeah, make some upgraded heat exchanger or intercoolers, and then try to add some protection. A lot of these performance companies for the Hellcat and the Demon for the intercooler. I mean, not intercooler. The not turbocharger, excuse me. I mean, it's going to be the blower on top of the motor, because it sits on top of that motor, and that motor produces a lot of heat. They came up with some insulation that goes in between the blower and the motor, and it helped tremendously. So I was like, I was another little bit further down on the post that I posted, was like, make sure you try to develop maybe a composite material for the exterior of for the intercoolers, and then try to do like some kind of barrier underneath, include some kind of barrier that protects so it doesn't absorb so much heat. I do a lot of data logging for the last 2 years on my car, so I have 110 degree summer, and I've got 90s and 80s and 40s and 50 degree weather. I've got it all, so I have a really good idea of what my car has done with a Berger Motorsports and the PLM heat exchanger. So I got a lot of data to add, but I just think if they do it right, and it's a dual pass or a triple pass, which means the coolant that's coming in doesn't just cross once. You've got the air coming into the intercooler and it blows through the vanes to help, take the heat out, the exchange, to make the intake charge temp cooler. So you've got that flowing across once. So if you bend it around and make it flow back across, and the air is flowing through, you're going to get more cooling of that's what, a dual pass or triple pass. It means it's passing through that flow of coolant that's cooler than the charge compressed air temp that's coming through it. So I don't want to get too technical and mess the video up, but yeah, so a dual pass or triple pass. So I'm really excited that they are making this, and it's going to come out soon, because Mishimoto is a company that does a pretty good process of developing it and then getting it out for production. So I think that's really neat. So I just wanted to make this video for people that may not know this, that don't follow Mishimoto. And wouldn't it be so cool, and that if I did have some inspiration, not saying that I did, but it appears that possibly I could have sparked an idea, an outsider, hey, try this. Oh, we didn't even think of that. I don't know. But if it's cool that I did, then I'm glad that I have something, maybe a little part of making this come out. And it'd be, super cool. I'm not counting on it, but they remember that guy on Facebook and are like, man, he inspired us to make these, and I'm just being, funny about it. And let's give that guy a good discount, or, even better, let's give him an option to test it out. I'm here in Texas, and it gets brutally hot, and I don't know where the Mishimoto factory is located just right off the top of my head, but I could add some information and some data to that and test that out. And, if I got a discount, or they were like, here, try these units out, that would be really, really cool and good for the channel, and I would be so stoked to do that. I think these intercoolers for this car, if they're really good intercoolers and they work really, really well, even on my 93 Ecutech Tune, I could send my maps back to Hussein at Racebox, and he might be able to turn the tune up, or turn the boost up even more, or to add timing. I don't need any more boost, but add timing or whatever they do if the car's running a little bit cooler in that compressed air temp that's coming into the motor. So I just wanted to bring this to everybody. I think it's really neat, and I'm excited about it, and as you can tell. But other than that, like and subscribe, share, all that jazz, and I will check in on next time I'm inspired to make the video. Again, this is my 2019 Infiniti Q50S Signature Edition. It's the S Signature Edition, and it's rear-wheel drive, and it's a 3.0T. So got to spit that out, because a lot of people chime into my videos and watch my videos, and they have not watched my previous 150 videos, and this is their first video. So again, my name is Brian. I will catch you on a future video, and have a good day and a good evening. Bye-bye.